Welcome to the lounge. It's going to be a great time together. As always, I want to remind you about how the other sessions are posted. They're live, they're on YouTube. The links are on our Slack channel. So be sure to go back and check out some other sessions there. And if you have any ideas on maybe some things you want to hear me talk on, teach on, please shoot those to me, drop those in the Slack channel. Just say, hey, maybe here's an idea, you know. And just as a reminder, specifically to those of you that are on this call right now, this isn't necessarily a ministerial leadership program. That is for Corner Crew, the coaching program that I have. This is general leadership, items that can translate to any arena. And so, but I would love to hear from you, and maybe to get other ideas. I'm definitely not running out of ideas. I always have thoughts and jots and everything. We could talk leadership all day long, but I would love to hear, primarily from y'all on what y'all would love to learn in the lounge. Hope you got your coffee. Let's kick it. All right, guys and gals. Today, I'm going to talk to you about some Instagram basics. Now, you say that's not leadership. Look, Instagram translates to every single arena, right? All the way from corporate America, whether you're a bank, whether you are a Cash App, whether you have a cookie company like Junior's wife does, a blog, any platform, any person or product of influence, in my opinion, should have an Instagram. Just bottom line. I think that it's important to be on Instagram because people are on Instagram. And that is your potential clientele, customer base, arena of influence. Now, if you just have a strong conviction against Instagram, I'm not trying to come against that, but I am speaking to you on a leadership, on a business level, organizational level, and I want to encourage you to get an Instagram. Okay, so I'm going to run through a lot of this material today. If you know me, I've been in the social media game for a minute. I do it at the church. I do it from my own companies. It's a passion point of mine. Again, I'm on it because it's where people are. Okay, so let me run through some basics here. Let me share my screen with you. Okay, boom. Let's go through it. Okay, today is June 14th of the year 2021. Again, this is one-on-one. I'm not necessarily going to talk strategy for you in whatever industry you might be a part of, but let's go ahead and go through it. All right. I want to talk about the difference between real-time posts and relevant posts. Okay. Real-time posts, again, some of this might be basic to you. Just bear with me. Real-time posts are what like Twitter would do, right? In other words, if I make a post 5 minutes ago, if you go back 5 minutes in your Twitter feed, you'll see the post that I just did. It's real time. If you were to go on your Instagram 2 hours later from a post that I did, let's say you went on Twitter at 2 p.m., but I made the post at 12 p.m., it's probably going to be lost in the midst of all the other posts from the people that you follow. That's real-time posts. When I post it, you see it. Relevant posts are a little bit different. They work differently. Facebook and Instagram, because Facebook owns Instagram, it is what I would call post according to relevancy. In other words, if you have interacted, engaged, went back and forth, whether it's a like, a comment, whatever, a reshare, Instagram sees all that. So it's gonna show you posts that they think is relevant to your life. In other words, that they think is important. And some people don't like that. Some people, I kind of like it because I only really want to see posts that, it's like you have a bunch of people that you follow, and then you have some people that you like follow, right? That you actually like you guys right here. I actually care to see your posts. So all of your posts, if I went on my timeline and I scrolled far enough, right, it would actually show me y'all's posts. Even if it was 2 days ago. That's why you can see somebody's post. That's why one person's post you see from 5 minutes ago, and then the very next picture is from 2 days ago, because it has about a 24 to 72 hour time lifespan. Because somewhere along the way, I have engaged enough out of all the people that I follow with y'all's post, and Instagram says, "Oh well, Tyler must want to see these guys post." So it finds it relevant to me. Okay, so real time post is not the algorithm of Instagram. Relevant posts, it is the algorithm of Instagram. Okay, just so you know why you only see certain people's pictures. If you want to see certain people's pictures more, go to their profile, like a few of their pictures here and there, and then Instagram will say, "Oh, well, they must really want to, see this person's post." Okay, all right. Hope that makes sense. So the algorithm looks at. I'm going to list off a few things, three things, but the algorithm essentially is the backdoor mechanical system, the behind the scenes rhythm, basically that does all of the calculations. Okay, that's what an algorithm is. Like, for example, I was flying this week. One of my flights was delayed. It automatically assigned me to other flights that it thought that would be, that I would be interested in, that was relevant to me. So the algorithm did that. Somebody didn't go in there and make it happen. There was this code that worked when someone else wasn't working. That's what an algorithm is. Okay, an algorithm, which could be your best friend on social media if you know how to work it. The algorithm looks at, number one, other account engagements. I apologize if this is cut off on your screen as well. Other account engagements. In other words, how people are engaging, interacting with your post. Okay, so you want to post in such a way that draws in engagement. So what is engagement? People commenting, liking your stuff, sharing your stuff, and saving your stuff. Okay, that's what an engagement is. So you want to post in a way that invites engagement. Okay, so comments, likes, shares, and saves. That's what the algorithm looks at. Number two, our interactions. So in other words, don't post and ghost, right? Don't post and ghost. If somebody comments on your picture, maybe take a few seconds and reply to them, like that comment, interact with them, interact on someone else's, you know, picture with somebody else as well. But I would say, going back to the whole like don't post and ghost thought, what I do oftentimes is when I make a post, I let it ride for like 30 minutes or something like that. And then I go back on, then I'll try to comment. I'll give the algorithm time to kick in, let people go back. But there's a school of thought out there that if you reply to somebody's comment by the way of another comment, the 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 greatest value. Somebody said this one time, and it's intriguing. Might as well try it out. The greatest value that you could give the algorithm is replying two or more words. Okay, not just like emojis, but two or more words on somebody. Like if somebody comments like "love this picture," you would comment back on that comment, um, "thanks so much." That's three words. And if you do two or more words within 60 minutes, Instagram is saying, oh, wow, this product or this personality, this company, this brand, whatever, this profile finds their clientele or their followers important enough to engage. I'm going to make this profile all the more popular because they've engaged this much. They're not just replying back with emojis, although that's still valuable. But the next level is 2 or more words within 60 minutes. Um, and anytime you can maybe even ask a question as a reply back to their comments, you actually have some real interactions happening there. And the algorithm is like, ding, ding, ding. Wow, I can't, this profile again finds their followers so important. We love accounts that engage because we are also fueling attention, which is what Instagram and all platforms want, right? So we are helping their product grow because we are holding people's attention by maybe even asking another question. So don't post and ghost. It means don't just post and never reply or never interact, whether you're doing it for a church or for your brand or your company, whatever. And I don't always get this right, but I would encourage you to set this time to the side, maybe 30 minutes, maybe, and then revisit it, maybe just a little bit later and then reply to people. Okay. So our interactions, the algorithm sees that. The algorithm, by the way, reads everything. I don't know if you watched recently that Netflix documentary. It was called, I don't know, social something. And everybody was kind of freaking out about it, like, oh my gosh, but it was nothing new. We knew this years ago. So people are watching this like, oh, I'm boycotting social media. Look, this is what it's for. It's to read everything. It's to listen to you talk when you don't want them to listen to you. they see, they want to sell you. They want your attention. They want to, in some cases, bring value to your life. And of course they're going to create an algorithm that reads how long you stay on one post, because they say, okay, well, he was really looking at this clothing brand, or he was really looking at this watch company, so I'm going to try to, um, sell him some more watches or more. It is what it is. If you want to be completely private, completely silent, just get rid of your phones and stuff like that. But that was nothing new. It's they were showing on this documentary. If somebody knows what this is called, please drop the name. I'm going completely blank. Forgive me. But they were showing these like couple guys in this like almost like a basement computer type room, and they were like watching you like watch your phone, and they were seeing how long you stayed on one thing, and they'll go back and forth. They're trying to hold your attention, trying to make the sell. And those two guys represented algorithm essentially. Okay. And so anyways, I don't know what it's called. I'm not necessarily saying go watch it. I'm just saying there was really nothing new about that. There was some stuff in there that was good to know, whatever, but for security and all that stuff. But anyways, my point today, number 2, our interactions, they matter. Okay. I literally have like 35 more points, and so we're not going to make it through all of this today. But okay, so that was our okay, so I messed up here on these points. Forgive me. I did this last night when I got home. Okay, so number 3, our consistency. I know it says number 2. Please forgive me. Number 3, our consistency. Okay, so it sees how consistent you are in posting. You say, what does that practically look like? It could be every day. You could post once a day, or you could post 3 to 5 times a week. Of course, if you go to work out at the gym every day, you're going to see more results. If you work out a few times a week, as long as you're consistent week after week, it's rhythm. Okay. So, of course, best case scenario is you do it every day, like actual valuable post. But it doesn't have to be every single day. Just don't post once a week, every few weeks, and then you splurge, 12 times in one week, and then you do it 2 the next. Have some type of rhythm. Maybe save those other, 9 posts for the next few weeks or something like that. Okay, so number 3, our consistency. Let's go to the 4 pillars of post. In other words, this is kind of what I mentally work through when you say, I'm running out of content. I don't know what to post. I don't have enough posts for every single day. I believe this is going to help you. 4 pillars of posts. In other words, the 4 different ways I can make posts, or the 4 different type of posts I can do. Okay, I think this is really going to help you. This is good stuff right here. Number 1, inform. Okay, so when you go to make a post, you need to be sure that you give information, informative posts about, your business, about your company. So for example, let's translate it into church, because I know we got some church folk on this call like myself. When I make a post for our church, I'm doing things like, service this week is this time, or this event, or this is what we have, offering. We have an internship, or they can be very much like, come to our thing. It's like pointing inwardly. It's saying, come and see, because here's some information, and then we want you to take that information and basically be involved with that information. Okay, that's what social media was only, by and large, like 10 years ago. But it's changed, because social media, Instagram for your organizations, is not just an invitation to your organization or to be a part. It should be an extension of your organization. Okay. So like Junior, if he posts like a preaching clip or something like that, he's not just saying, watch this thing. He actually gives value with it. He puts a little synopsis underneath it, and he invites people to engage with it, etc. So all the way, even just in that context, or a large corporate brand, you want it to be an extension of, and I know that some organizations it's easier to extend it by the way of social media, and some are very much like you got to be on site. But find an interesting way to even cultivate your community on Instagram. So if part of your value is to build a community, a tribe around that brand, then find a way even to build that community aspect on social media. Okay, so for example, if you actually have a product that you are selling, at the same time you want to build a culture, a subculture, a community, right? A community around your brand. So use platforms to build the community. Okay, that's number 1, informative post. Inform. You want to inform. Number 2, inspire. So inspirational post. It could be a quote. It could be you bringing value to somebody, dropping some leadership thoughts, a mini blog or something like that. So inspire. You don't just want to inform, you want to turn it around and inspire people somehow or another, telling a testimony from your product, right? That's number 2. Number 3, celebrate. Celebrate. Or, celebrate somebody, celebrate what's happening in the company. You could do a testimonial type piece there as well, but celebrate, maybe a staff member that helped, curate that testimony. Honor, this is where you can maybe, if you're a church person like me, a church leader, you could honor the Lord and what he's doing, celebrate him and what he's doing in the midst of it all. You don't have to be a church to honor the Lord and what you do, but you get my point, because I know who I'm speaking to right here. But celebrate, a celebratory post. It's fun. Okay. So number 3, celebrate. And number 4, ask questions. This is a great way to assimilate. It's a great way to, gather information as well that you might want to hear from your clientele. It's an easy way for your following, your customer or potential customers or congregants, whatever it translates as. It's a great potential way for them to engage with your post. And if they engage, again, this is, for lack of better words, free money. You know what I'm saying? Money might not be the right word you use in every context, and nor am I implying that it's just more of a figure of speech. It's free money, because the algorithm is like, hold up, wow, I got like all these comments on this one because you asked a simple question. It could be as funny as, like for example, our youth ministry would post like, what's your favorite pizza? Or you could always say like pepperoni or sausage and vote below. And you get all these people commenting, and you can go back and forth. There's a little war happening, in your comments, but all the while, the algorithm is like, wow, this is incredible. They engage, and so, and at the end of the day, at the same time, we do want to know what kind of pizza are our students' favorite. You know what I'm saying? So we're also, it's not we're not just shooting shots here. Like we actually want to know that bit of information. And so whether it's as, surface and funny as that example, or a little more serious, you could always do something like, if you could tell yourself anything at 15, what would it be? People will start writing at that point, and you could always go back with them and comment. And so anyways, asking questions, it's a really simple way to engage your customers. And what they give you, that information, it should be valuable to you as a leader as well. It should matter what they think and how they feel, because those are the people that you're serving, right? Those are the ones that we serve. We're not here just to sell a product, whatever it might be. We're here to serve people, because our companies, our products should be solutions to the problem. Okay. So let your Instagram, well, matter of fact, just let your organization just serve people. And number 4, asking questions is a really great way to gather certain types of information. If anything, it cultivates that community, right? And it holds attention. That's the greatest asset that you'll have in a company, is attention, right? It pays back so well, whether it's by the way of, them and their families' lives, benefiting off what you offer, their soul, benefiting off what you offer, etc. Okay, so however it translates. So let me read a couple quotes to you, and then we'll be done for the day, and then we'll get into some other fun stuff next time. Okay, so I said this earlier, but your platforms should not just show your community; it should build community. Okay, so in other words, I don't just need to post a bunch of pictures, of people at the church I work at. I need to leverage the platform in a way to where it doesn't just show who we are, it builds who we are. It builds community, right? Okay. Next quote. Your platforms, kind of on the same thought, your platforms should not just point to your organization. It should be an extension of your organization. Okay. So again, this is all about um, turning around your platform, pointing outwardly, and say, how can I serve those whom I follow? And it should be a clear extension of who we are. Okay. Next time, we're going to talk about 22 moves for a more effective platform. But we don't have near enough time today. I want to honor your time. Are there any questions regarding anything that I spoke of today on this Instagram 101? Next time, it will be part 2 of 101. I don't want to make it 201 quite yet. Get this coffee. I'm slowly waking up. I got stuck in Phoenix a couple nights ago. It wasn't a bad place to get stuck, but so I've been dealing with all that crazy travel the past couple of days. So my head's kind of dropping a little bit. No questions. That's awesome, guys. So I hope you have a wonderful day. I would love to continue to be a resource to you. Please let me know if you have any questions whatsoever regarding leadership, regarding IG. It doesn't matter. But anyways, have a blessed, fulfilling, and productive week. Go help somebody.